Hello, my dear fire signs. So you are the last element to go in this little series of energetic check-ins that I'm doing. So if you're an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this video is meant for you, and hopefully you will find something useful out of this. Today we are going to be doing a very simple 3-card spread. I'm going to look at your current energy, the energies that you are in the process of leaving behind or that you have already left behind in the past, and also the energies that you are moving towards as we move towards the future. Now, please bear in mind that these are general readings, so if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, that's okay. If you're just watching for the sun sign and you feel like this reading isn't for you, then I suggest also checking out your moon and your rising signs as well. Those might actually be more accurate than the sun sign. If you don't know what your moon and rising signs are, then I will leave a link in the description box for you where you can create your birth chart and find that out. But if those readings don't resonate either, then that's okay. Maybe those readings just weren't meant for you. These readings are targeted at the people who need them the most. Lastly, I just want to say that there are no time frames or specific dates attached to my videos, because I believe that when you are guided to these videos, when you are meant to see the messages, that's when you will see them, and it is no relevance whatsoever what time you actually happen to watch the videos. Okay, I just want to tell you before I start that something weird is going on with your reading, fire signs. I don't know what it is with my words, but I feel kind of tight-lipped, and I'm messing up all my words, and it's just there's this kind of sense of heaviness or like something like that, which is really weird, and that's, I don't know. We'll see what the cards have to say. It just feels a bit different with you guys. I hope you're all doing okay. Could you please show me what kind of energy the fire signs who are watching this video right now are in? Please show me the kind of energy that the fire signs are in right now. Yeah, I have this sense of like nervousness. Okay. Normally I only take one card, but both of these flipped out. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, it's just that is actually so funny. I'm just looking at the underlying energy of 4 of Cups, which has come out for every single element that I've done. Every single element has got the 4 of Cups as their current energy or something that they are leaving behind. But for your current energy, fire signs, you got the 8 of Wands in the reverse and the 7 of Pentacles. Let me move those up a bit. Let's look at the energy that you are now leaving behind, moving away from, or that you have already left behind. And also just want to say, with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, as I said, I feel this kind of nervousness and just kind of not really wanting to talk. Yeah. Something is definitely going on with you guys. But let's see. What energy are the fire signs watching this video leaving behind, moving away from, or have already left behind? Okay, you guys really don't want to talk. Oh my word. I thought earth signs were, oh, okay. Wow. And of course you got 2 more cards. Yeah, the 9 of Swords. Why am I not, okay, this was kind of in the reverse. Yeah, okay. So you have the 3 of Cups in the reverse and the 9 of Swords. Why am I not surprised? I felt this kind of heaviness with you guys. I just knew that something was going on. And then on the bottom, we have the Fool in the reverse. That's the underlying energy of your past energy, or the energy that you're moving away from. Okay, and kind of move this a bit. Please give me 1 card for the energy that the fire signs are moving towards. Okay, this one. Okay, that's weird. It was in the reverse, but it turned upside. Oh my God. We have the 10 of Cups. You have got to be kidding me. It nearly, like it was in the reverse, and as it fell out of the deck, it turned itself around, turned upright. And on the bottom, we have the Chariot. Okay, you know what I want to do? I didn't do it for any of the other signs, but I kind of wish that I had. It's just making everything easier. So we had, what do we have? We had the 4 of Cups for your current energy. That was the underlying energy. Is that somewhere over here? Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's see. Then we had the Fool. Where's the Fool? Yeah, over here. We had that for your past energy. And then we have the Chariot for the 10 of Cups. Actually, I'm going to just put it over here. This is quite a lot to take in, fire signs. Yeah, the underlying energy being the 4 of Cups. I'm just... I'm sorry, I just have to laugh. Because, yeah, this kind of sense of stagnancy, being forced to stay still, that is the energy that has come through for every single element. But your current energy, the 8 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands being in the reverse. I feel like something is not moving as fast as you would like it to. Something is really taking its sweet time. And it's making you feel somewhat disappointed. You feel the sense of being let down by something or by someone. And I'm only saying that because of the underlying energy, which is a Cups suit. And Cups are all about energy. Emotion. What did I say? I'm messing up all of my words. The Cup suit is all about emotion, relationships, creativity and all that as well, but more so relationships. And for some reason, I feel like this reading is very heavily about relationships. Yeah, we have like Cups card over here, we have a Cups card over here, and yeah, and there's the underlying energy. So I have a very, very strong feeling that some kind of communication, some kind of a relationship, something like that has left you feeling really disappointed is just the only word that comes to mind. And you are reevaluating maybe your choices a bit. You're really thinking about whether this connection that we're talking about is worth it, whether it is worth your emotional involvement, your emotional investment, I would even like to say. Reevaluating everything, reconsidering all the moves that you've made in the past and all the kind of elements that are a part of your connection with someone, because it feels like there's a lot going on over there. This is not a very simple kind of connection. There are a lot of parts to it that make it work, that make it run smoothly. But every single part, I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to try and show it to the camera as best as I can. Every single part of this little construction, this little setup, is trickling very, very slowly, just giving out very, very little at a time. And you're just looking at it like, when is this bowl going to be full? You're waiting, which ties in so well with the 4 of Cups. You're waiting. I honestly, I don't even get like I don't even really get like a bad sense or like a bad feeling about this connection. I just feel like maybe you're impatient. Maybe you just, well, being a fire sign as well, and this is not like anything, not saying anything bad about it, but being a fire sign, like your certain characteristics, the things that describe you as a fire sign, well, you're full of fire, obviously. You're full of drive and passion, but at the same time, you want things to move forward really quickly. You are not the most patient when it comes to elements, right? Even if you think about fire, the way it ignites, it just consumes everything in like seconds. It spreads so quickly. And I feel like that is what's happening over here as well. I feel like your emotions are maybe running a bit wild. They are kind of maybe clouding your judgment a bit, making you see things more problematically than they actually are, making a bigger deal out of things than they actually are. Because in reality, the bowl is getting full. Things are happening. They're just not happening as quickly as you would like them to. The Eight of Wands in reverse. They are moving in their own pace. And I feel like you're just not used to that, or you want to be more forceful. You want things to... It's like you're trying to physically control the result or the outcome or the progression of this relationship or connection that you have with someone. But you're not able to do that. There's absolutely nothing that you can do, which is why you just have to sit and wait and let this one play out as it's supposed to. And it's just really, that's what's making you feel this sense of frustration and just being really bugged about this whole situation. And even when we look at like the past energy, right? The energy that you are either in the process of leaving behind or have already left behind, it is going to vary. It is going to be different depending on your specific circumstances. So just take it as it resonates. But your past energies are the Three of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords, with the underlying energy being the Fool in the reverse. There's some kind of hesitation with the Fool in the reverse. And as I said, something is worrying you. I had this kind of nervous sense, this nervous feeling, this kind of pit in my stomach, and just really not wanting to talk, not wanting to, just it was kind of difficult for me to open up and to get the words rolling. But now that all the cards are on the table, well, not all of them, I'm going to clarify as well. Don't worry, we're going to get more information out of this. But now I feel like I'm kind of back into my usual groove, which is talking a lot. I'm a Virgo sun, so I like to talk. But I feel like that is what gave me this kind of nervousness and that feeling of really wanting to keep things to myself. Because, well, the Nine of Swords is all about just falling prey to your incessive thoughts that are not necessarily even based on truth. They're just fiction of your imagination. Not always, but in this case, I feel like that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is because, as I said, your current energy is the Seven of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands in reverse. There is movement. The Eight of Wands is movement, and if it's upright, it's very fast movement. But if it's in the reverse, it is still movement. It's just not as quick as when it is upright. It's just taking more time. And the Seven of Pentacles as well. This is very, well, as the Pentacle energy is like, right? Earth. Persistent and steady. And it is also moving. It is going to pay off. It's just slow because Earth is slow, right? It takes years and years and years to form. It's just taking time. But I feel like you are building such a solid foundation, without which, this connection wouldn't be able to last for as long as it probably will, because this is just absolute beautiful, abundant, joyful, such prosperous and emotionally fulfilling energy. But I'm rushing ahead. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So as I said, you are worried. You are worried something is keeping your mind just rolling and coming up with all these scenarios they're driving you mad. They're driving you crazy, and they're really making you kind of want to pull back. And as I said, reevaluate everything. You don't feel like jumping in. You're feeling like unsteady, maybe a bit cautious as well. It is making you really scared and not really wanting to risk, because for some reason you feel like this is a risk, like this connection maybe. is a risky step for you. I feel like you really considered even getting into this connection in the first place. And I'm also saying it because of the Three of Cups in the reverse. Maybe there's some kind of falling out. You're not really having the best time. You're not getting along with people the best. Like your relationships are kind of in a bit of a tough spot, right? Because when it's upright, it's such gorgeous and fun and celebratory energy. Having the best time with your closest people, enjoying life. But when it's in the reverse, I have a strong sense that there was a falling out. Maybe there was some kind of argument that really tore you apart mentally. It just maybe planted these kind of thoughts of fear into your head and uncertainty of whether there's any kind of future for you guys. Yeah, I feel like it really made the ground that you were standing on like shake or crumble or something like that. Sometimes the Three of Cups in the reverse can also be seen as like a three-party situation, you know, someone cheating on someone else. It might be the case for some of you. I'm sorry if it was. I really hope that's not the case. For some reason, that's not what I'm feeling with this one. I'm just feeling that there was some kind of misunderstanding, like a situation arose where you didn't see eye to eye, where maybe some words were spoken that wounded, maybe even each other. Maybe you both said things that wounded each other very deeply, or your partner said something very, very hurtful to you, which made you maybe question even like the whole nature of this relationship, and just maybe even made you question their feelings towards you. I don't know why I got that, but that just very strongly came through. So now you are in this state of breaking everything apart, taking it to pieces, analyzing every single element, going over everything that you said, everything that you've done together, every moment that you've shared, and just really it's taking it to pieces to find out. Maybe you're trying to see like hidden meanings behind something. You're just looking at it so closely, scrutinizing the whole connection. But it's making you miserable, in truth. That's what it is. Because things are moving forward. The Eight of Wands is such a beautiful energy. And I mean, look, this is what you're moving towards. You're moving towards the Ten of Cups, the ultimate happiness, the family, the abundant home, the emotionally secure and loving and generous and accepting home, like a true sense of belonging. It's where the water never stops flowing. That is what you're moving towards, and especially with the Chariot being the underlying energy. Yeah, and oh my God, behind that we have the Five of Pentacles. So this means that like moving away from like being lost and just kind of feeling like the whole world is against you and like you're on your own in this like never-ending blizzard, and you're just kind of trying to find your way and everything is coming down and crashing around you and there's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Well, there is. In truth, nothing is falling down around you. You are safe and you are moving towards this beautiful energy. I feel like you just need to let go of the need to control what this whole connection is with someone. You need to let go of the need to control, because you can't physically force things to go your way. Sometimes things don't, and sometimes it's even better that they don't. Sometimes the universe knows way better than us. It makes things go in exactly the right way that they're meant to, right? The Chariot. It is propelling you forward, and all you have to do is just sit tight and enjoy the ride. That is all you have to do, because it will lead you. See? Oh my God, this is the first time I'm noticing, right? See what's on the Chariot? A lotus flower. And see what's on top of the fountain? A pink lotus flower. This carriage is taking you here. It's taking you to your home, to your emotional bliss, to your soul's calling. That's what I feel like it is. Oh, wow. And also I just want to say, like, I I wasn't gonna say it before, but I kind of got the sense, like the feeling that I really need to say it. So maybe this is for some of you. For most of you, I feel like this is an already existing connection. But for maybe like a handful of you, maybe a few of you need to hear this. If you are single, if you're not in a connection, then I feel like this might mean that you are kind of moving away from the sense of like having lost hope in ever finding love, feeling like you're always going to be single, like you are, as I said, like the cup is never going to be full, like things are just working against you and you're just kind of destined to be alone forever. And that is just not the case at all. That is the Nine of Swords speaking. So if that's you, if you are single, if you're not in any kind of current relationship, this message might resonate in that sense that there is happiness in store for you. There's like, for all of us really, like it's just up to us to believe that we can have these things. And when we believe it, that's when we start creating it, like actively creating it and making it come true in our lives. Wow, okay, I really need to start clarifying because I feel like I've already talked just way too much. And we're going to look at these energies more closely, see what else we can find out. Okay, fire signs. So I want to start with your current energy. So could you please clarify the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles, the current energy that the fire signs watching this video are in? If you're inclined to take this one. Okay, the Magician in the reverse. Could you give me one more card, please, for the current energy? Okay, thank you. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, interesting. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we have the Star card. Wanting and looking for your wish fulfillment. Waiting for your wishes to come true. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. So the Magician he's the master manifester. That almost rhymed. He just knows that when he draws like energy and inspiration and power from the heavens, that he can channel it through himself and turn it into physical reality, create his abundance around him. He's in control. But see, I feel like you need to release that. You have to let go of the kind of attempt to take matters into your own hands and make something out of it, because you're not going to be able to speed this process up. The Knight of Pentacles, he's the slowest of the knights. He moves very deliberately with a very specific goal in mind, but it does take time. There's no rush for him because he doesn't make foolhardy movements. He thinks everything through. He considers his path very carefully. So I feel like that kind of ties in with this kind of current energy of yours in two ways. You are, as I said, you are like reevaluating and trying to kind of come to a conclusion of how worthy this relationship is for you to invest in. But at the same time, as I said, I feel like it's more so, I feel like it's more so tying in with the fact that you just cannot speed this process up. You have to let go, right? The star, you have to let go, you have to release and just trust. Trust that you are being guided, that everything is happening in divine timing. Your wish will come true. The star is upright. Your wish will come true. You just have to start forcing its hand. You have to start forcing the hand of the divine. See? And under that, you have the World. We have three major arcana. This is huge. This is a huge transition for you. This is a huge time of change. And well, that again, that's kind of the energy that we're all in as a collective, as a world. We are in this huge stage of like being elevated and letting go of our past mistakes and everything that's not in our highest good, everything that doesn't serve us. And that's exactly what you're being asked to do as well, to trust and be vulnerable. Just have faith that this kind of cycle that is meant for you, that you will arrive here, you will arrive at your desired destination. It is imprinted on the Chariot. Like it cannot take you anywhere else than this. Like when it's the same as if you're taking a bus or a train. You're going on a specific kind of course, and it can only take you to where it is supposed to take you, like where it is destined to go. But you can like slow it down or make the process just so much more difficult if you wanted to like put reins around these like dragons. Because right now, see, both of your hands are in the air, and that's what you're asked to do. Put your hands in the air, just let go and let yourself be carried forward. Because if you try to attach reins around these dragons' heads, like they're not controllable, you have no power over them. And if you try to do that, they would just start struggling, they would start like trying to free themselves of these reins, and it would just be a whole mess, and you would just slow down your progress. You would slow down the movement, so it would be counterproductive, and you don't want to do that. You want to get here as quickly as possible. But for that, you need to let go. We're going to look at the past energy now. Sorry, I just wanted to say, maybe this is a new situation for you. Maybe this is a new experience. Maybe you're used to getting your way, taking matters into your own hands, doing it yourself, fulfilling your own wishes, not relying on anyone else. And maybe this is a new and kind of frightening time for you. Maybe it's kind of strange to you to not be in control, and that's why you're struggling with it. That's why it's making you so kind of complacent. I hope I'm saying the right words. I'm struggling so hard today. Please give me 2 cards for the past energy that the fire signs are leaving behind or have already left behind. Okay, this one. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Could I have one more card, please, for the past energy of the fire signs? Oh, watching this video. Okay, this one was kind of really wanted to come out. Oh my God, that is so interesting. What do we have at the bottom? Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. Not being in touch with your inner wisdom. That's where you would regain the faith. That's what would give you the sense of assurance that everything is okay, everything is going the way it's supposed to go. You just need to trust. The Queen of Wands is just really passionate, very, very, very sexy, very attractive energy. Also, well, it's wands, it's you guys, it's full of fire, it's full of enthusiasm, it's full of initiation. And the Queen of Wands is very, very mature energy, normally. But for some reason, I feel like, as I said, like something happened, something made you lose your confidence, because the Queen of Wands is upside down. Maybe something bruised your ego a bit, but I feel like you didn't lose control. I don't feel like you lost control, because the strength is upright. Something happened, as I said, some kind of falling out, some kind of disturbance made you turn upside down. It kind of made you lose your balance a bit, but it was all in the name of testing you. You had to experience that to become the master of that like ego of yours that just wants to go and do and act and, well, react. You wanted to like lash out or like do something from the place of ego instead of listening to your higher self. I feel like that's what you maybe were doing in the past. This was a test, and because this is upright, it feels like you passed. It feels like it taught you something about reining in your emotions, not letting them consume you, because that is just really not very productive, is it? That doesn't do anyone any good. I feel like this was a test to kind of elevate you to this higher level of consciousness, to become more in touch with your higher self and your ego, to kind of connect them a bit, because maybe previously you were more quick to just lash out and spit back without really thinking too much like about the consequences and what it would mean for the relationship itself. And let's look at the 10 of Cups now. Okay, so that's interesting. The Sun in the reverse, that just kind of flew out. Give me one more card, please, for the upcoming energy, or the energy that the fire signs. Okay, this one. Wow. Oh, I love this so much. yeah, and then we have the Seven of Wands at the bottom here. And oh my God, the Chariot is a 7. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Seven of Swords. So you have 777. You have the Sun in the reverse and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. You are going to stop messing around with your happiness. You're going to stop undermining your own sense of fulfillment and joy. You're going to let you're actually going to let yourself be happy. With the Seven of Swords, right? If it's upright, it means that you are like jinxing it, like you are self-sabotaging, like you are making these decisions, making these moves that are not in your highest good, that are harmful to you. But this means that you are going to stop jinxing your happiness. You're going to stop self-sabotaging, and you're going to allow the Ten of Cups to come in. You're not going to keep throwing these swords in its way anymore, trying to like trip it up. You're not going to do that anymore. See, we even have like the Seven of Swords. Sorry, what did I say? The Seven of Wands. You're clearing up the road for this Sun card to come in. You're clearing up the path. I don't know if you can see it, but this is actually weird. This is the first time I'm seeing it, and I've never noticed it, but it almost looks like he's standing, like there's this path, like this is like a brighter, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Try and make it focus. See? Like in the middle there's this kind of brighter, more dull spot, like the area around it is more grassy, and it's going through like right underneath his legs. And he's standing like crossing over it, like standing on top of it. It's like he's kind of trying to protect it, but I feel like now he's just kind of, he's getting rid of all these wands that are trying to come in this way. He's like tripping them over, pushing them aside, clearing up this road so that the Chariot could have a smooth ride to the Ten of Cups. It's as if this road is kind of going through these like hills and ending up over here. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you guys now, just to give you some final messages that would help you, that would support you and give you some additional guidance regarding the spread as you are moving on your journey, well, towards the Ten of Cups. So the first card that I'm going to pull for you is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. We're going to see what they have to say. Please give me any additional messages that you have for the fire signs. Oh my God. Okay, I am, yeah. I'm just gonna stop. Yeah, oh, okay, right. So you have another 7 on the bottom. Of course, I don't have the words. Okay, you have the card that just slid out of the deck. You have Milk and Honey, 51 breaking down to a 6, which is the number of the lovers, right? The number of the 6 of Cups. This is like the most abundant and joyful energy that you can possibly have. Like this is the happiest card that exists in this deck. You have 2 ends of rainbow. They make like this one whole. I don't know, can you see it? Like this one is really faint, the one on the 10 of Cups. This one is way more vibrant, but hopefully you can still see it. I don't really have the words, just the utmost joy that life has to offer. And it actually even slid out right under this pile, right under the 10 of Cups. So this is the thing that you are going into, the thing that you are moving towards. Can this be even like any more perfect? And all you have to do, right? To the sea. That's what this card says. So the underlying energy, you have number 7, to the sea, which just means like it's time for you to let go, to explore, to just sail out onto the open seas. And I love that there's this little baby elephant who is just having the time of his life in this little bowl of milk and honey, experiencing the sweetness of life. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to finish this reading because I'm so lost for words, and I just have this sense of like tranquility and peace and happiness and just this sense of joy. That's the only word I can use, I'm sorry. This is the Earth Magic Oracle, one of my favorite oracle decks. We're gonna see what else the spirit guides have for you. make it up if I wanted to. Do you see what it just flew out of my hand? It happened once before. I think it was with the, was it the earth signs? Or was it the air signs? I can't remember. But someone else had like this half of the deck just kind of flow out of my hand. And yours says Summer Solstice Radiance. Any additional messages that you have for the fire signs regarding this spread to help them and guide them and support them on their journey towards their highest good? And you too have Ceremony Invocation. Wow. Oh, and you have Desert Vision Quest at the bottom. Both of these cards are highly spiritual in nature. And actually, I'm not even really surprised because, as I said, like, we had so many major, like, this is major arcana, this is major arcana, this is major arcana. You have major arcana on the bottom of the deck as well. So this is a hugely important time in your life right now. You are at a huge turning point. And this is, I feel like it is written in the blueprint of your soul's journey on this planet, in this incarnation. This is something that is being divinely guided to happen, allowing yourself to be fully in touch with your inner wisdom, with the universe, with your spirit guides around you. There's this little spirit guide at the back as well. And having this kind of sense of peace within you, trusting and knowing that everything is happening the way it's supposed to, everything is unraveling the way it's supposed to, in divine order, in divine timing. There's a light around your crown as well. You are highly, highly in tune with where you're meant to go, your journey. And you also have Desert Vision Quest. Dragonfly Emergence at the bottom. I feel like maybe this is even like a divine connection. Maybe this is like a soulmate kind of connection, something that you are meant to experience in this lifetime. Maybe you had like a contract and you were supposed to help each other in this lifetime to ascend, to reach higher dimensions, because Vision Quest is a very powerful card in this deck. It is like, probably, I think it's the most powerful one in this deck. It's so funny how, well, first you got like the most happy and prosperous card in the Wisdom of the Oracle. Now you have the most powerful card in the Earth Magic. I feel like this was pre-planned for you. This was predestined to happen. This is a huge step. This is a huge journey that you're meant to go through. And now we have one last message that I'm going to try and find out that the spirit guides have for you. And this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. Okay, this one. Finally got one. Oh no, sorry, we got two. Oh, wow. Okay. Do we have any more? Did any more turn over? No. We got New Beginnings, Truth, and on the bottom of the deck we have Purity. I feel like you're being reborn. Like this connection, like it's so much more meaningful than that. It's reaching so much deeper than you know. I feel like it is so much more powerful. This New Beginnings and this Truth card, I feel like they are actually creating this like single message that you are kind of being guided, you're being propelled through this connection, through everything that you're going to be going through, towards a more truthful existence, something that is in alignment, more in alignment with your higher self. Like the winds of change that are being divinely guided are moving you towards this, like this new you. And again, it's funny that this is under the Strength card. They just go so well with the energy that you're kind of leaving behind. Like you transformed. This, as I said, this was a test, and it led you to a more truthful existence. It made you connect to your higher self. It took you closer to your higher self. And it's taken you, do you see? Like these new beginnings, it's taken you to a way more illuminated and enlightened place. It's as if like you're this kind of river that's flowing through here. There's like this little path And like you're moving from the darkness towards the light. You're moving from the darkness towards the light. Exactly. You're taking the reins out of the hands of your ego and you're moving towards the light, moving towards truth. The eyes are so magical and captivating as well. Like you are, yeah, it's like you are balancing your dark and your light aspects. You are becoming one, as I said. We all have shadow and we all have light within ourselves. We need both of them, but we also need them to be balanced. And I feel like that's exactly what you have done. That's exactly what happened with this past test of yours. Whoa, this reading was just so much bigger than I ever could have imagined or anticipated. I really hope that this resonated with some of you. Even if it's something that you want to have for yourself, but that's not in your life right now, claim this reading. Send it out to the universe that's like the kind of frequency that you want to be on. If it did resonate, please let me know in the comments down below. If it didn't, then as I said, please check out your moon and your rising as well. It was so much fun for me, so interesting. I feel like so much came out and there was a whole lot of information, and I really hope it was useful to some of you and that it helped whoever it needed to help. I hope that you will also check in with my future videos and stick around. And if you enjoyed this reading, then please give me a thumbs up as well. It would mean so much to me, and it would allow more people to find me. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones. I will see you in my next video. Bye.